Greetings and welcome. I'm feeling a little nostalgic and reflective today. I just dropped my son off at school for his first day of second grade. It's become a tradition that I take off the first day and take him to school and pick him up. I started it when he was in kindergarten, and I thought I would get that first day of school photo that my parents got of me, but at times, the times have changed, and all I could do was drop him off in the car line. And that was a rough day for me. I remember sitting in the car line as we got closer to the drop-off. He didn't realize it right away that I couldn't walk him into school, so he was getting sad. And I was already sad as the years had seemed to go by way too fast, and I couldn't believe he was starting school. And as we're inching closer, I selfishly was wishing we could be inching backwards. But we get to the front of the drop-off. He goes to a pretty big school, and he'd only been there once before, and I was pretty certain he wouldn't remember where to go. And it was the first time as a parent I had to kind of let him go and figure it out, which is good for kids, but it's not easy as a parent. So he leaves the car, and I have to drive off. And an image I swear will burn in my head for my life will be me watching in the rearview mirror as he waves goodbye. That was 2 years ago, and each year it's easier to drop him off, but each year there's just reflection of how fast time goes. The first day of school signifies that summer's over. Not temperature-wise, it's supposed to be 105 degrees today with the heat index of over 120 degrees. But the water parks and the pools are empty. The summer vacations and the summer activities we look forward to are now just memories. Today is my last vacation day until the holidays, and as I look back on the summer, which I have been doing for the last several days, I've come to the realization that I love baseball. Do I watch a lot of baseball? No, I really don't. I am a big Cardinals fan. I follow them, and I watch when I can, but I view Major League Baseball like a good friend. From April until October, it's there. Like a good friend, I don't have to talk to them every day. I don't have to watch baseball every day. But when I need it, like a friend, I can turn on TV or the radio, and baseball is there for me. So when I say I've come to the realization that I love baseball, I don't mean I just realized I love the Cardinals. I don't mean I just realized I love Major League Baseball. I mean I love the sport of baseball. My son played coach pitch for the first time this summer, and I was one of the coaches for his team. And I don't really know who had more fun. There's that line that says the best way to see Christmas is through the eyes of a child, and that's how I felt with my son's first season of playing baseball. Seeing the game through a 7-year-old's eyes just reinvigorated my passion for the sport. Between practices and the games and seeing all the kids improve, it was just fantastic. And a proud dad moment I had that I hope to have in my memory forever is my son's first at-bat in his first game. He hits lefty, and the very first pitch he saw, he had a line drive between first and second for a hit. I had the biggest smile on my face, and really, whether he connected or not, I was just very proud of him. He really enjoyed playing, and I was able to get him signed up for a Saturday morning baseball clinic that came to our town. The clinic had about 15 former Major League Baseball players coach the kids, with the biggest name being Andre Dawson. The clinic was tremendous. Some of the parents dropped off their kids, and I'm too much of a baseball nerd to have left, so I grabbed a seat in the shade and just took it all in. After the clinic, the kids sat behind home plate, and Dawson talked about baseball and sportsmanship to them. Then afterwards, he stayed, and every kid got a baseball, and he signed for every kid and took photos with them. So my son was able to get his first autograph on his own, which was pretty cool. It's also funny because he calls him Coach Dawson and only views him as someone who coached him, where I view him as Hall of Famer, Andre the Hawk Dawson. But here is the autograph. And he also kind of learned an important lesson of keeping your autographs out of the sun. But kids have to learn. But all these experiences, including playing catch with him outside almost every night, and my wife playing soft toss with him, led to us going to more games and him wanting to go to more games. We caught 2 professional games, one in Milwaukee, and we always go to at least one in St. Louis. But we ended up going to a handful of games in our city where we have a collegiate summer baseball league team. And when you're 7 years old, you don't know the difference between the pros and college. It's just guys playing ball, and it's fun to watch. And it's been years since I've gone to these games, and it was a blast for me to watch as well. And when you're watching with your son, you realize you don't care either if you're watching professionals or not. You're just talking about situations in the game, how the first baseman's covering the bag, how the outfielders adjust depending on who's up to bat, things like that. But my son's team was the White Sox, and when it was our turn to bring snacks along with drinks and food, I went to my local card shop and bought a pack of baseball cards for each kid on the team. The kid seemed to love getting them, and when we came home, he was opening the cards, and he was so excited to get any of the players from the White Sox. And yeah, that is his hat from the season. But we go to the National, and I give him some money each day to look for cards or anything he wants. And I'm trying to tell him not to buy the first thing you see and to search because you may find something better, which is something he did not listen to at all. But he loves Pokemon cards, and I told him if he'd like to buy Pokemon, that's fine, but I also wanted him to buy something sports related, which he ended up, he did buy some Pokemon cards, and I have no idea if he got a good deal or not, and I really don't care. But as a collector myself, I was pretty happy he searched for what he wanted, and he learned a little bit about money, such, like, if this card costs this much money, then you cannot afford this, but if you want this card, it costs this, and he had to kind of make decisions. But this was one of them he came up with. I have no idea I'm not a Pokemon person, but I did think it was kind of cool because the whole card's in Japanese, but he fell in love with that. And then this. Again, Pokemon is way over my head. And he also bought like an Albert Pujols jersey, and while I was searching for that Bart Starr rookie and some usual cards, my wife did a fantastic job finding him free things that dealers were giving away to kids, and she got him into some kind of a free break where he didn't get the hit, but they gave him this Mike Evans patch card as a consolation. And then just some other kind of stuff he got throughout the show. He had some kind of a Leaf box, or a box of Leaf cards, so we got kind of got a Jordan Walker and Nolan Gorman. He ended up picking up this Paolo rookie. And someone at the show, he ended up getting, which I'm really, as a Colt fan, I'm really hoping this kid is good. But he got all these rookie football players, like Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson. Someone at the show, did we get these in the VIP package, or I don't know how we got these. And if we did, I need to find where mine are because I think he stole mine. So if someone's at the National, if you get these too, can you let me know? And then some of the other things he found this Topps Chrome of Pujols. He bought that for his sister. Again, she likes purple, so he liked the purple border for her. As I said before, he's a Molina fan. he found some USA baseball box too, so that was the hit he got. And then I don't know how he came up with these, but he got this Taylor Ward signature and it's Kareem Hunt. But as we're walking the floor, I kind of realized he didn't know how to look through a dollar box. And the National's not really a place you can really teach. At certain times, you really can't teach kids how to look through a dollar box. It's just too busy. But a week after the National was National Trading Card Day. So I took him to our LCS, and if you bought so much, you got a free pack of cards. And I had him look around the store for a while, and he spotted this Frank Thomas headliner, which was like $2. And it made me smile because I was a big fan of those when I was his age. And we sat down at the dollar boxes for a while, and I was explaining, you know, what to look for. And he found one card that he really wanted, and it was that Frank Thomas card. So I asked him if Frank Thomas was someone he wanted to collect, and he said yeah, and he only knew the name. So he asked me if he still played, and I said no, he played for the White Sox when I was your age, and I was a fan of him as well. So we talked about the Big Hurt for a while, and we made a deal that we would start searching for Frank Thomas cards together. And I'm pretty excited to start that project. But it was a fun baseball-filled summer, and as I have been reflecting on the summer, I keep going back to how much I do love the sport of baseball. It's a beautiful game, and from playing as a child to coaching my son to collecting, it has given me so many memories, and it seems like it will continue to give me great memories. School's back in though. I'm sure we'll still play catch as the days get shorter. We start soccer next week. I like soccer. I'm going to help out if I'm needed, but there's really not much I can offer. I like the sport. I like to watch it, but it's not like I know a ton of the fundamentals. But again, if needed, I'll do my best. Basketball season follows that, and I do plan on coaching basketball. I love basketball. That's a whole other love letter I can do a video on, but that's for another day. But thank you for watching, and enjoy your collection.